Morning all. We've moved from our spot this morning so that we can have a cup of tea and a cup of coffee in front of a scenic view. Mandy is still working in our laundrette, as you can see. She hasn't quite dried everything yet. Morning. Look at the view. You can't see the view. I'll show you the view. Quite cloudy this morning, but it is supposed to be a very nice day, so we will see. We've got, oh, I'm just half folded the bed up, I haven't quite done it yet. Get my special legs off. There we go. And then I think on this side, there it is, although the windows are absolutely covered in salt, so you can't really see, but the sun's coming up over the mountains. Right, back to the tea and coffee. Right, I'm going to attempt to take you down to the waterfront so you can have a look and see what it's like. Oh dear, it's a bit wobbly underfoot sometimes. Oh, I'm getting wet. The waves here at the moment are absolutely huge. There's basically no wind. The tide is right out again. I really don't understand it. But, oh well, let's go and have a look, see if we can find some of these salt pools. Loads of little lizards down there as well, in amongst all the rocks, trying to get a bit of sun when they can. Here's the first of some of the rock pools. The tide is currently on its way out, so obviously don't do this when the tide's coming in. You can check the tide times online very easily. You can see the salt glistening, but it's not been dried out by the sun yet. The place where we found loads of it was over there, those quite large pools. But the waves are pretty spectacular. I'm not going to go any further because I can see the water is still trickling out there, so it has come up reasonably far, but not too far. This is the northwest of the island. You can kind of make out over there, see if I can zoom in a little bit. There's some islands over there. They are, well, one's a private island owned by someone, but it is a nature reserve, and the other one's a nature reserve. You can get private charter boat trips out there. You can go scuba diving and snorkeling, or you can go kayaking over there as well. I've seen a few people do that on YouTube. They do look quite amazing, it's just getting out there, that's the problem. I think a majority of people go from La Graciosa, so they get the ferry from Orthala in the north of the island, and then get the ferry over to La Graciosa, and then they go from La Graciosa. But I'm not 100%, you'd have to look it up. Probably not something we're going to do while we're here, because we've still got the other islands to see as well, so we've got a lot of time, but we've got a lot of things to see and do as well. So warm this morning as well, there's hardly any wind. The sun is blazing, as you can see up there. And then we've just got to try and find our way back. So I might put this down and stick it in my pocket so that I can scramble up the rocks properly. There we go, I made it. Apparently as I was walking up I was missing all the big waves.
I feel
So we just found a park up. Well, I say we've been here before. This is Arrecife, the capital of Lanzarote. You can see the Grand Hotel up there, which was at one point, I think it still is, the tallest building on the island. There used to be some rules on the island, which I believe Cesar Manrique had an influence over, which was that no building on the island could be taller than the tallest palm tree, which obviously has stopped since the Grand Hotel. But I'm not entirely sure if there is any other buildings taller than the tallest palm tree, if that was just an exception or what really, but I'm sure we could find out. But anyway, we're in this big large car park. I think it used to be a nightclub. It's called Aura. I'm pretty sure it used to be a nightclub, or you would say over here a discotheque. You definitely don't want to go to a nightclub, or if you ask a taxi driver to take you to a nightclub, he will smile and correct you, because a nightclub is where promiscuous things happen, shall we say, whereas a disco or a discotheque would be what we would call a nightclub. But yeah, lovely spot. Pretty quiet. I mean, it's the main cycling route out of Arrecife down to Playa Blanca, so obviously there are cyclists and people on electric scooters going past, but you can also, if you carry on down the path a little bit, I don't know if you can see the break in the wall there, but there's steps that actually take you down onto these rocks, and it's absolutely covered in crabs. You can see a couple of the red ones poking out from underneath the rocks, but there's absolutely loads. And it's just a really nice place to stop. I mean, this car park is absolutely massive. We've just parked right down on the corner here, but you do become a little bit of a spectacle when you park there. Anyone English, Irish, even some of the German and Dutch people have been stopping, pointing, staring, because a UK registration is quite unusual over here. There's not many. We've only spotted one other vehicle on the island presently. I'm sure there's more, and they're hid away in different spots where we're not, but you don't see many, so it's definitely unusual. And yeah, it's pretty quiet. You can pretty much park anywhere. There's a driving school car driving around with his boot open at the moment, but I think he's just teaching this learner biker where to go. I think he's just following, but yeah, not a bad little place really. I forgot to mention that the reason we are parked here is because we found a laundrette with a laundry service that charges €25 for a massive bag of washing, and they wash it, dry it and iron it all. So it's same day service as well. We dropped it off around 11:30 and they said come back and pick it up at 4 o'clock, so really fast service, pretty good price considering how much they're doing. So that's why we're just sort of hanging out and waiting, because we're gonna either head back to La Santa for our third night or head back down to Playa Blanca. Not too sure, but the weather's pretty good and the wind is absolutely minimal at the moment, so we'll see where we're going to go. We haven't quite decided yet. Well, we got the washing back from the laundrette, and what a good service. €25 washed, dried and ironed, and that's per bag, which is one of those blue IKEA type bags. But she did it for the same price for our massive laundry bags, so it did cost us €50, but this bag honestly is absolutely huge. Washed, dried and ironed, and it was all done and ready in 4 hours, which is ridiculous. I mean, I've got about 2 weeks worth of clothes in here, so I was saying to my son when we were on the video call a minute ago, you know, if you were doing 3 loads of washing and it's €5 per washing machine, that's €15. The tumble dryers are €3.50 for 15 minutes, so if you do that twice, that's €7. Do it 3 times, that's 21. By the time you add it up, actually it's not that far off doing it yourself in a laundrette. And this was a drop off and pick up service, so we're just about to get it open and get it all out. But yeah, I mean, in proportion, there you go, there's the bag compared to Pippin. There's a big bag of washing in it. The only thing is we forgot your blanket, didn't we, Stinky? Oh well, next time I'm going to sort this washing out. Ooh, it's a chilly, windy morning. One thing that is important if you've got a Bailey, a Damo, or any Ford chassis motorhome is regular oil checks. Unfortunately, they seem to burn more oil than the Duratorque engines. I mean, we've done 4,000 kilometres nearly, so what's that, like about 3,000 miles maybe. And I checked the oil the other day and it was quite low. Oh look, we've got a lifeboat. Easy to get distracted out here. We had the helicopters yesterday, we've got the boats today. But yeah, so I'm just going to double check the oil, because over here there's only one place you can buy the right oil, which is the Ford dealership. So I went there yesterday and they don't sell oil by the litre or in a can. They actually pour you a litre of oil out of their massive vat of oil. But it was only €18 for a litre, which is good because it's about £30 to £35 in the UK for the Castrol 5W30. You have to check your model. Somewhere in here there is a sticker. It's not that sticker because that is the air conditioning oil. I don't know where the sticker is. On our last Adamo we had a sticker in here. Anyway, there's two types of oil for these transits. There's a 030 and there's a 530. This one is the 5W30A5 oil. I think it was pre-2023 or 2024 they used the 0. Obviously the viscosity is different, but apparently the 030 is better for low temperature starts. But in a warmer climate like the UK, where we don't have many seriously low temperature starts, then the 530 with the thicker viscosity is better for protecting the engine and the wet belt apparently. But let me get you set up and we'll check the oil. We've got the lifeguard boat out there, and now we've got the helicopter coming over here. They were scouring the coastline yesterday. I'm starting to wonder if maybe something happened, because it's really unusual. I don't think they're doing manoeuvres. I think they could actually be looking for something or someone, which would be an awful shame. But this particular area here, they have lost quite a few fishermen that have been swept off the rocks over the years. So it is not, that is not a safe area, but you know, if you risk it, then you know it can happen, can't it? Right, got my trusty kitchen roll. Let's have a look here. The Ford garage is really good here actually. They barely speak any English, but between us we can figure out what we want. Last year we got a cracked windscreen on the way down, and it was so bad that we couldn't actually use the motorhome because it was cracked all the way across the screen, and with the wind in the Canary Islands it's pretty dodgy. So we are okay, it's not too bad. When I checked the other day, I wonder if we're on a slope. Doesn't seem too bad. When I checked the other day it was on half, and I know when we got back from our travels last year and I checked the oil on our motorhome, it was almost on bloody empty. So it was worrying me a bit on the way down, but actually it looks like it's okay, but we will see. I'll give it a few dips and try. We haven't started the engine. This is a cold engine. Okay, yeah, it's on 3/4 actually. I'll put a dribble in. Oh dear. Go on. God, that's bloody hard to get out. It's a bit gunky around here, top of that. And I left my keys in the front of the van. Oh, it's all oily because he's just poured it out into a bloody thing for me. Right, that'll do. That's about 1/4 of the bottle, so 250 mils. If it's that low, it will help, but it's not that low, so I've now got oil all over myself. This thing is just stupid. Why can't they just have a bloody cap on the top of the engine like they used to? This is ridiculous. It's on a bendy bit of metal with a corrugated pipe coming off it. Oh, God. Why does everything have to just be crap these days? It's quite cold this morning. I'm saying 16 degrees, which doesn't seem that cold. Seems quite warm. If you're in the UK and it was 16 in January, you think, bloody hell, this is lovely, but the breeze that comes off the ocean here is cutting, and when it's sort of 15, 16 degrees, it's freezing. But we are still very lucky and very fortunate. Right, there we go. Bang on that will do for now. The gearbox actually has started to sound a little bit rattly on this model. I've been starting the engine and running it for 2 minutes to warm it up before we drive anywhere when it's cold, but it's still following the same pattern as our other one, so if it starts juddering, it will be going straight back. And to be honest, if it gets to a point where we're not having this van again, then I think we probably won't get another one, because I've had some people with the new Ducatos, you know, the Ducato Relay Expert vans, and they've had some real engine problems. So nothing is safe anymore, I think, because of these Euro standards. Everything is buggered. The sun has risen. As soon as you stand in the sun, it's absolutely lovely, but the problem is, as soon as you get out of the sun, it's freezing. But I think we're going to go down, hopefully, to the Anvil this morning. Mandy said she's not all that hungry this morning, which is typical. I woke up thinking, yes, we can go to the Anvil. But we'll see. I think possibly, unfortunately, someone may have gone missing, because we've got the helicopter going back and forth, back and forth. There's a second helicopter coming now. We've had the lifeboat going back and forth, or the Coast Guard lifeboat, and now in the excuse me, the next car park up from us, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it because it's so far away and zoom is so terrible on these, but the Policia Locale have just turned up and they've walked over to the cliff, and they're currently looking off the cliff. So chances are, I mean, I think probably what's happened is someone's gone missing in the local area, so the first thing that they do is probably just check the cliffs and stuff. But the tide, high tide was 6 AM and it's about 9:15 now, so the tide's on its way out. I don't know, it's a bit gruesome, isn't it, to think like that, but yeah, it's unusual. Not seen anything like that here before. Definitely some sort of search and rescue mission going on here now, because we've just had the fire brigade turn up and they're now over by the oh, they've gone down onto the cliffs now, but they're stood on the edge with their binoculars. And then in the other car park way up in the distance, we've got a search and rescue van, we've got a couple of police officers and a police car with binoculars, we've got the helicopter going back and forth, we've got the Coast Guard going back and forth, so something's obviously going on. I think it may have been a man overboard, because there was a few ships out there, a few boats out there yesterday, and we haven't really seen anyone going along the cliffs here, unless it's just a missing person. But yeah, not very pleasant to think of. It's a recovery lifeboat. I think it says recovery, I can't quite see it, or it says lifeboat. So we've got the fire brigade here. Up in the distance there, you're probably not going to be able to see it. I might be able to zoom in. We've got a police van, a police car, a rescue van. Then we've got the lifeboat here and the helicopter. I'm not sure where the helicopter's gone. I can't actually hear it and I can't actually see it, but yeah, something has definitely happened, which is very sad.
Buenos dias. Feeling a lot better this morning, so we're going for breakfast at our favourite restaurant, the Anvil, and it's an Irish bar. I'm sure Andy's already explained, but yes, looking very forward to a nice breakfast.
Right, we're parked up. Looks like there's a little housing community in this one. But we're just parked up in Playa Blanca, up near Playa Flamingo, so we're just going to walk down to the Harbour area where the Anvil Irish bar is, which does pretty much, I would say, the best breakfast in Lanzarote. Best value, best ingredients. Pippin's looking for some wasteland to wee in. And yeah, we're going to go and stuff our faces with a big fat breakfast. Ready for your breakfast? Yeah, finally. About 9 months in waiting. It's located right in front of the harbour and the new cruise terminal.
You're going to film me.
Always sunny. Hey, are you getting undressed? Come on then. Just in case of any mishaps. Looking very happy now. because you've got your food. Your Anvil breakfast. This is a large breakfast. She's gone for the small breakfast because she's not particularly hungry this morning. She's forcing herself because she's been waiting so long for it. Yeah. And it's 20 degrees in the morning. It's absolutely lovely. Just finished at the Anvil. We're going to make a move into the Playa Blanca, more central area, because we've got to go and do a few things in the shops there, haven't we? Full and satisfied?
Yes.
Very full and satisfied.
I do have a tummy
Massive
ache.
breakfast. Well, 18 euros that was. So it's about 15 quid. 2 big breakfasts and 2 drinks. Can't really complain about that. What are you up to?
I think she's looking for treasure.
You looking for
Digging
treasure?
holes. Yeah. She never digs holes. What's she playing at?
She does now.
Is there treasure down there? Can you find us? What have you got?
It's cold and wet under there, I think.
Oh, your nose.
She's covered in sand.
Yeah.
Pippin.
What face?
Pip. Pippin. Well, she's just going to completely ignore me now. Well, if you hadn't noticed, we are back in La Santa. And there is a reason for that. The footage that I was filming this morning with the helicopter and the rescue boat and the police and the fire brigade, there's some sort of search and rescue mission that's ongoing. There's loads of police around, sirens going, fire engines, helicopters, all that sort of stuff. And the car parks that we were staying in down in that particular area, the ones that are less busy, because we don't really like the busy ones, have got police and everyone in them, so we don't really want to stay down there tonight. We kind of feel like we're in the way. And we stocked up on water and everything. We just thought, you know what, let's just go back to La Santa. It's calm, it's quiet, you've got the beach, we can paddle in the water. So we're just going to settle down here for a few days before we go back down to Playa Blanca. Yeah, and that's it really. So we're just going to chill out. It's been 22 degrees today, so quite a nice temperature. It's a bit cloudy now. It was absolute perfect blue skies earlier. But it's all cloudy now, and Pippin is enjoying the sand. Oh, I can't remember if it's ladybird number 10 or ladybird number 11, but it's decided to come out, and at this angle you can see the circles on the ceiling as well. They're the suckers that the factory used to put the roof up. There's a few of them over there as well. Obviously it's too much effort to clean them off. Right, let's get this ladybird out. Well, with a bit of persistence, I changed the network over on these little TID radios, and it now actually works. Or it did work. Let me try. Amy, can you hear me?
Over and out.
Wow, they actually work. I can't believe it. They actually work. We're all the way down here and you're all the way up there.
Am I pressing the right button?
Yeah, can't you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Because I've got the app on my phone, it is also coming out of my phone every time we speak.
Are you recording right now?
No.
No.
Right.
Oh, there's a horrible echo, but I'm glad it works anyway, so I'll let you go.
It's really good that I can hear you from all the way across the country just by this little walkie-talkie.
You trying to sell something?
You are quite right. What a good sales pitch it is. The TID M15 radio, which works all over the world. So there we are. We're in Lanzarote. The kids are back in Southampton, and the radios, the walkie-talkies work. So what a success. We will be giving them away to anybody that is a member of our YouTube channel. You don't have to be the travel expert. You can just be a standard travel member. Check out our page on YouTube for all the information, and you can join the membership there. Mandy bought, well, she was looking for liver sausage pate, so we bought a random tube of meat.
We should have googled it and seen what
Pechuga
it
di
was.
pavo.
But looking on there, it looks like it's sliced, not thingy. So I'm going to do what I used to do at home with one of these.
What, make a little hole?
Make a little hole and
squeeze.
See if it squeezes out. If it squeezes out, then Doesn't squeeze out.
Doesn't squeeze. Make a bigger hole.
No, it's not patty.
It's not?
Why did we not
I don't know why we didn't Google it. So it's just ham, isn't it? It's just squished ham.
Again.
Is it? So we've got...
Yeah, and it smells... Again.
Is it like spam?
Yeah, I can't... I'm getting annoyed with keep buying this stuff.
Smells nice. What does it taste like? Salty?
Normal what we keep getting.
Just what we keep buying. Yeah. Do you want that bit?
No, I don't.
I'll try a bit.
I'll just eat it all.
Okay. Watching my fig.
It's a joke.
It's alright, but it'll be a bit sickly, won't it, after a while? We are currently booking our flights to Palma from Lanzarote, but there's not many seats where you can sit next to each other. That's the problem we're having. Restart later, please. We don't need help.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not even
I'm going to have to enter some personal details, so you're not seeing that. Well, I was going to say good morning, but it's actually good afternoon. It's not too bad a day today. We're in La Santa still. The sun was out. It was quite warm a minute ago, actually, coming through the windows, but it's gone a bit overcast. We had a bit of rain this morning. We've just been having a bit of a lazy morning, really. I've been doing some editing, and we've had something to eat and just sort of sitting around relaxing, really. We're planning on going to Famara because the restaurant that we really like does half-price pizzas on a Wednesday, and it's Wednesday today, so you can get a really good pizza for £5. Mandy's just chilling up on her bed at the moment. Her foot's still hurting, but she can almost normally walk on it now. Just an update as well on what was happening in Playa Blanca. We had some sad news. Well, I saw it last night, but I didn't tell Mandy till this morning because I couldn't really sleep properly thinking about it, and I knew if I told her last night she definitely wouldn't have slept. But there was a group of 4 tourists from Madrid. They were all students from Madrid, 3 of them Spanish, 1 of them American. And near to where we were parked in those abandoned car parks, there's a place called, was it Los Charcones or something? Charcones? It's the natural rock pools down off of the cliffs. They do get covered with water when the tide is high. And unfortunately there was a weather warning, not for the actual weather, but for just the sea conditions. So I suppose a sea warning. For rough seas. The barrier had been closed to indicate to people not to go down there, but these lads still went down there. All 4 of them got surprised by a surge of water. 2 of them got thrown onto the rocks, 2 of them got swept out. The 2 on the rocks got rescued, and one of the guys that got swept out got rescued. I think it was 800 meters from the beach, or not the beach, from the rocks. But unfortunately the US tourist didn't get rescued. This happened Sunday evening, and they found a body yesterday, so a little while after we left the area. Actually, they must have found them. Apparently they had jet skis, police divers. We saw the helicopter, the boat, and the fire service and the police. So I mean, it's almost certainly going to be the person. They only found him, I think it was 18 meters away from the point in which he got washed out, so he hadn't gone far. So a real shame, and probably further evidence why people shouldn't be allowed down onto these natural pools in that area anyway. There's some up in Punta Mujeres and also up in the north where it's very shallow and very safe, but these ones down at the south in sort of Faro Park, Playa Blanca area are incredibly rough seas, very dangerous, very jagged rocks, and people shouldn't really be going down there. Enough people have died in that particular area, not just from the natural pools, but because of the sea conditions. So I think they should probably do something about it, because it's unnecessary. People need to use their own common sense as well. But yeah, a bit sad, so I'm not sure if we're going to be going back down to that area tonight or not, really. I don't know if you really feel like Papagayo. Yeah, we might give Papagayo Beach a try. It's got a little bit busier now. We've noticed a few more motorhomes around as we've been driving, so I suppose as the months go on towards Easter it's going to get busier and busier, but still not too bad. There was barely anyone here in La Santa last night. So yeah, we'll figure out what we're going to do. We don't actually know yet, but we'll be going somewhere.